So this is not a laptop, although it seems like one, but in fact this is a dual screen UPerfect Delta monitor, powered only by one USB-C cable, dual 15.6 inches screen that can be used in vertical or horizontal orientation and can be run via USB-C or HDMI and also on multiple devices at once. Word from a sponsor and I'll show you how it all works. Looking for affordable Windows or Office keys? Look no further, I got you covered. Head over to scdkey.com, pick your Windows edition, use my discount code LE25 to get a 25% on any Windows or Office products. Once you complete your order, after a few seconds you will receive your code. In Windows, go to Settings, there should be an Activate Windows prompt at the bottom. Click that, enter your code and wait for Windows to finish activation. To check the activation status, use the command prompt with the command slmgr.vbs/xpr and you should receive a notification that the machine is permanently activated. Once again, use code LE25 at scdkey.com. Let's start with the accessories that come with it. I mean, you get a bunch of cables, 3 USB-C cables, 1 power adapter in case you need extra power. If you decide to run signal via the HDMI cable, you will be needing additional power. And you also get 2 mini HDMI cables. This is fully enough to get you covered for any usage scenario. Of course, here is the monitor itself. The outer shell is completely metal, as you can hear, rugged design with a retractable stand at the back, and of course it's VESA compatible. On the left side there are your connection ports, which include from top to bottom mini HDMI port for the upper screen, USB-C pass-through port, HDMI port for the bottom screen, USB-C port for dual power signals, so if you connect via this port you will have both power and signal for both screens. And there is another USB-C power port at the bottom, which is used in case you decide to connect the monitors via the HDMI cables. So, for example, you want to run a gaming console on one screen and you have your phone or laptop on the bottom one. On the opposite side there are control buttons, this time from bottom to top, volume rocker and also a menu button if pressed. Next is the back button. Then there is another volume rocker and menu button for the top monitor. And again the back button, but for the upper monitor it also serves as a rotate button. You guessed it, it has speakers as well, nothing special, 2 1-watt speakers, enough to get you going in case you need sound on the go. In case you are interested in overall dimensions, here they are on the screen: 358 by 220 by 22 mm with the weight of only 1.73 kilos. The resolution on both screens is 1920 by 1080 and the refresh rate is 60 Hz with 100% support for the sRGB color spectrum. Interestingly, it has HDR, but this is that entry-level HDR support just to get you going. Do not expect miracles out of it. This is still a portable monitor after all. Monitors, sorry. Let me walk you through the OSD menu. The first menu is the classic input selection, brightness, contrast and volume settings. There is also the eye care function, since it can reduce the blue light output to alleviate eye strain. There is also a delay sleep function, probably to prolong the time when the monitor goes to sleep when not active. Haven't experienced this, by the way. The next menu is the color menu, so you can individually change the color saturation of each color or change predefined color spectrum. I like to keep it on the sRGB. After that we have a game menu. Here you can enable 3D sound, game mode, which boosts the brightness and most probably a slight boost in response time. But since this is a 60 Hz monitor, again, do not expect miracles. It's primarily not a gaming monitor. There's also a sharpness setting here. Honestly, I didn't notice any difference with it or without it. You can change the language here also and activate the Ultra HDR option. The last item in the menu is exit, and if you hold the back button, it will turn off the monitor. The upper screen has a slightly different OSD menu. Mainly you can choose the dual USB-C as an input option, while everything else remains the same. I forgot to mention the crosshair option in the gaming menu. Basically this will put a crosshair at the middle of your screen, I mean the center of the screen, for games that do not have it. So there is that pretty basic OSD menu. The picture is extremely sharp, which is a huge plus, and both screens are very pleasant to use regardless how you orient them. Where I see the use of these monitors primarily is with users on the go which need additional screen real estate. For example, you work remotely and you have a laptop only, but you need additional screens, then this is the right thing for you. Another usage is for productivity work, video editing, photo editing as such, to complement the main monitor. So you can have your tools and such on these extra screens and output the picture on another screen. Having the possibility to output picture through only one USB-C port is extra great. You just need to install the Display Link app and drivers for this feature to properly work. And a little thing I noticed, you need USB-C port that can output 20 gigabits per second at least for it to work properly, since 10 gigabits will make the upper monitor flicker and not turn on properly at all. Probably because bandwidth is not enough in that case. Adding additional power won't help, so just beware of this thing. The viewing angles are also excellent. It does not change picture nor discolor when viewed from an angle. And once again, having the ability to use it vertically is also a great thing. Just one little annoying thing, that cables will stick at the top, looks a bit off, but you can always get angled adapters. Anyhow, the price of this folding dual monitor is $499 US. I agree that is a lot of money, but remember, you are getting a really rugged portable dual screen monitor, aluminum body, and the convenience of using it all with just one cable. If you decide to get this monitor, you can use my code LEVELUP50 to knock $50 from the price. You can use other codes that I have prepared for you in case you want to get anything from the UPerfect store. They have awesome products in range. Just check in the description and use the code. You can save up to $100 US on some purchases. Just use the codes that are in the description. Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure to sub to the channel, like and share the video, and I'll see you in the next one.